Hey friends, I'm Sarah. I need to ask you something before we start. Has anyone in your family ever worn a uniform? Because today's story is about the moment our whole country decided that service should never be forgotten. And stick with me, because the ending connects straight to your family, too. It's July 21st, 1930, and in Washington, D.C., something quiet but powerful is happening. President Herbert Hoover signs an executive order creating the Veterans Administration. Now, here's the thing. Before this day, support for veterans was scattered everywhere. You had one office for pensions, another for hospitals, another for loans. Imagine coming home from war, and instead of one door to walk through, you're handed a map to 20 different buildings. So in 1930, the country brings it all together under one roof, one promise, one place. And you know what's beautiful? That single decision would go on to help millions of people, generation after generation. Let me put that into something you can actually picture. Today, that same idea, grown up over almost a century, now supports around 18 million veterans across the country. That's roughly 1 in every 18 adults you might pass at the grocery store. Think about that for a second. The person bagging your groceries, your neighbor 2 doors down, someone's grandfather at church. There's a real chance one of them carries a story from that promise. And here's what gets me every time I read about this. It wasn't really about buildings or paperwork. It was about a country looking at the people who gave up birthdays, holidays, and years of their lives and saying, "We see you. We're not going to forget." That's the kind of history that doesn't just sit in a textbook. It shows up at your dinner table. Maybe it's your dad's old service photo in a drawer. Maybe it's a grandmother who never talked much about her years overseas. So here's my question for you today. What's a story in your own family about someone who served or someone who simply showed up for others that deserves to be remembered? Because that's really what today's story is about, not just a government office from 1930. It's about the idea that showing up for people matters, and that the ones who show up deserve to be remembered on purpose, not by accident. And that brings me to something I think about a lot. All of us are walking around with stories that only we can tell. Maybe it's about a parent who served. Maybe it's a lesson you learned the hard way that you never want your kids to forget. Have you ever thought about actually writing those stories down? Not for anyone else, for your family, for the people who will wonder one day what you were really like, what you stood for, what mattered to you. Here's how simple it can be to start. Just take one memory, maybe the first time you saw someone in your family in uniform, or a moment someone showed up for you when it counted, and write down 3 sentences about it. That's it. That's how every legacy story begins. And if you'd like a little help getting those memories onto paper, we put together a free family story writing guide, and it's yours, completely free, link right below this video. It walks you through easy prompts to help you capture the moments only you can tell. Because one day, someone in your family is going to want to know your story, the same way we just learned this piece of ours. Don't let that treasure stay untold. If today's story moved you even a little, come be part of our History Sparks family.